Now there's a sweet agate. Oh, check it out. That's awesome. Oh, let's clean this one off too. Hey guys, it's Alex and Kip. We're back out for another adventure on the Yellowstone River. Today's gonna be a little bit different because we're gonna start off by going to a little area here on the South Hills. I saw a mudslide here and I wanna go check out and see if I can find any septarian nodules. And after we do that, I think we're gonna just walk down and see what the river looks like. It was up quite a bit just a few days ago, but then the weather cooled off and things went down, and they're just starting to creep up again recently. So I think we'll just go see if there's anything to go check out. Maybe some new gravel's been uncovered and we'll kind of go from there. So I'll show you guys what we find and we'll see you down there. So here's that mudslide. You can see there's lots of shale exposed here. So we're just gonna poke around for a few minutes and see if we're able to find anything interesting. If not, we'll just head down to the river and kind of go from there. Okay, and it doesn't really seem like there's too much here in the way of septarian nodules, so I think we're gonna head down to the river and we'll see you guys down there in just a minute. Okay, so here's the first evidence that the water's up quite a bit. We normally walk through this side channel here, totally dry, and it's up quite a bit. It's starting to rain a little bit too, so who knows, we might not do any rock hounding whatsoever. But at least you guys might get to see the river while it's flooding, which is pretty cool. Okay guys, so we made it down to the river. Things are up quite a bit if you can't tell. And we're getting just an ever so light rain, so this might not be a very long rock hounding trip, but we'll see what we can find. I just want to kind of show you guys what I'm doing here. So for some reason, this end of the beach gets a lot of the heavier, bigger rocks, which are normally covered in sediment and dirt. So I'm kind of walking zigzags up and down here while they're wet just to see if I can spot any bigger agates or petrified wood. And then after we do that for a little while, we'll go and check out some of the smaller material where our chances are probably a little bit better, but we'll kind of go from there. And I'm not going to take this one home, but I thought that's a pretty neat piece of jasper. I thought you guys might appreciate seeing that because it's really, really pretty. And you know, I've seen kind of the usual stuff so far. Nothing too exciting, but you never know. If you don't look at the bigger material, then you're never gonna find the bigger agates or bigger pieces of petrified wood, so you gotta at least look every now and then. All right, we got Kip over there in the water, as usual. Here's our first nice big find of the day. Pretty big piece of petrified wood, really. We'll definitely take that one home. Don't see anything else right in this immediate area, but we'll keep looking here for a little while. Okay, I think we're about to wrap up looking at the bigger rocks. There's kind of a big piece of jasper, but what I really wanted to show you guys was this huge slab. I mean, you can see it's just massive. But it almost reminds me of a septarian nodule, with these little veins of maybe calcite. I don't know, but if you have an idea of what it might be, leave it in the comments for me. And now I think we'll go check out some of the smaller material over there on the beach and hopefully find some agates. Got a couple little nice pieces of adventuring here. There's one, and here's a really nice piece of petrified wood. I really like the bands in it and the little indentations on top. That's kind of neat. And there's another piece of aventurine in here somewhere, but I can't seem to find it. Oh well, we'll keep looking. Okay, this is kind of crazy. So check this out right here. So if you watched my most recent rock hounding video, I'll put a link to it. I found a piece of chert that was just like this. And we were very close to where I found that one. We gotta find more. Let's find more of it. It's so pretty. I'm just gonna expect to see a huge chunk of that stuff somewhere, but I'm sure that won't happen. It's kind of a cool piece of petrified wood right there, actually. Kind of a little one, but it's neat. It's got some chalcedony running through it. It's really pretty, actually. Let me spray it off. I know you guys like that. That's neat. That's really pretty. All right, continue the hunt. So the rain started back up just a little bit, but there's our nice first piece of chalcedony for the day. Just a little nodule. Always fun to find it though. And you never know what else is gonna be hiding around the corner. So I'll pick you back up in the next find. So this is kind of a cool find here. It's a really flat piece of what I think is Agate's petrified wood. You can see there's some kind of wood grain on there. And it's super thin. And it is, I think it's translucent. Maybe not. But that's just super random for it to break like that. I've never quite seen that before, so interesting find. What are you doing, Kip? What are you doing? And get another tiny little chalcedony nodule there. I don't think it has any banding, but maybe a little bit of moss there. It's kind of a neat little spot right there. Yeah, we're not finding a ton up here in the smaller gravels, but you know, sometimes you go to a new spot and sometimes you hit it big, sometimes you don't, but it's always just worth the experience of getting out there. I mean, it's fun to be out here in the rain. It's just super lightly raining. There were some swallows flying around just a minute ago, but it's beautiful. And the river's, I'm sure this will be the last video. I know I keep saying that, but soon all of this will be underwater. I'm gonna try to get low and get out of the wind. We decided to come down here by the edge of the river to look around. Well, Kip's been down here the entire time actually. But I just found this really pretty piece of petrified wood with a nice little agate seam running through there. That's really pretty. So maybe we'll have some better luck down here. We'll check it out. Just found another little piece of petrified wood here. Pretty good agatized piece. And it kind of got me thinking, you know, I've had a few people now ask about getting their hands on some of the material that I find out here. And while I'm not interested in selling it, what I am open to, kind of on a case-by-case basis, would be to ship some, you know, a few pieces every now and then. Here's another nice piece of petrified wood. That's cool. Oh, yeah. So I would be open to shipping, you know, 1 to 2 or 3 packages a month with, you know, assorted rocks, and basically just have people cover the cost of shipping. And then if they want to, they could put a little donation in for the channel or something like that. Totally optional. But, you know, I find all these rocks, I'm so lucky to have them here. I don't feel right to charge you guys for them. There's another cool piece of petrified wood right there. So if you're interested in that, that's something you're interested in doing. My email is in the description. You could just shoot me an email and we can kind of work that out on a case-by-case basis. And you know, I am busy, so I can't make any promises that I can get back to you right away, and other people might get in the line first, but I'll do the best I can and see how it goes, and we'll go from there. And speaking of petrified wood, there's another really nice piece. Ooh, that's really pretty. Wow, that's nice. Got like kind of an agate vein there in the middle. Definitely take that home. But we're just kind of walking the water here. I'm finding some good stuff so far. I thought that might have been a Treasure State agate. I don't think it is. Well, it's kind of pretty though. Might be worth tumbling. I also have had other people asking for a tumbling video, and I think I'm waiting for a batch to finish, and I'll probably get that going here in the next few weeks too, so you guys can kind of see some of these rocks, what they look like when they're tumbled. I've got a couple cool rocks to show you, and it is of course raining harder now. Here's kind of a neat piece of jasper. I think that would be cool for tumbling. And here's a really cool piece of Agate Petrified Wood. I just love finding stuff like this. And then here's sort of a funky, it's chalcedony or some type of, you know, silicated mineral, but it's a really big piece. Kind of neat. Neat color. I don't think I'm gonna bring it home because I've already got some stuff like that. It's another piece of jasper right there. That's cool. Here's a really neat piece of petrified wood. Just like the colors in that thing, man, that's really, really pretty. I'll spray off the backside here really quick. And check that thing out. That's really stunning. Make a cool piece of jewelry or something, I feel like. Okay, here's another sort of cool looking piece of petrified wood. Spray that off for you real quick. Yeah, it's neat. That's really pretty. I realize I'm keep getting my thumb with the sprayer when I hold it a certain way. In case you were wondering why I'm bleeding on my thumb. It's not like Kip is actually abusing me or anything. Now there's a sweet agate. Oh, check it out. That's awesome. Oh, let's clean this one off too. Right on. Check that thing out. That's beautiful. All right, we can feel like life is complete. We found a relatively normal sized agate now. The pressure's off finally. Whew. Okay, probably just a few more minutes of rock hounding and then I'll call it a day. Okay, so I think we're just gonna finish up searching back to our backpack and then we'll probably call it a day after that. But just a reminder, if you're new to the channel, thanks for checking it out. Consider subscribing if you want to see more rock hounding content. I'll be out here all summer finding agates, petrified wood, and whatnot. And if you're a returning viewer, thanks for coming back and checking it out and going on an adventure. So we'll see if we can find anything else. Otherwise, that might be the end of the day. Kip's over there just sitting and staring at something, which is kind of odd. I just wanted to show you guys this really bright neon green piece of aventurine, which almost, you know, stands out like an alien, kind of just like a totally unnatural color. It's really, really pretty. I don't know if I'll take it home because I've got so much of it, but it's really neat. And then over here, right there, oh, I see, I thought that was petrified wood. I don't think that actually is. Sorry for the false alarm there. But we'll keep looking here and see if we can see anything else. Maybe another agate before we call it a day. I'll check back in if I find anything else. Okay, so there's our little agate friend. Just a little nodule. There's some moss in there. It's really, really pretty. So it would be great to tumble. So that's awesome. Oh, this kind of looks. There's another little agate piece right there. It's kind of got an interesting pattern there. It's cool. All right, keep looking. Okay, look at this thing. Just found it on the beach. It's really smooth in texture, but I have no idea what it is, so let me know in the comments if you do know. And then I also just saw a piece of petrified wood. Oh, right here. Check that out. It's a nice little piece. So thanks again for coming along on this adventure, guys. It was awesome. Beautiful afternoon out here on the river, and I'll see you again soon.